What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is tuning day. Me and Dale are about to take the Belvedere out and attempt to make some horsepower and get it driving a lot better. So we'll see you on the road.
Alright, let me get back.
Ready?
Yeah,
oh, wait,
just hold on a second before you go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm at the GPS junk here.
You're alright. It was okay where it was. What do you want to do?
Oh, I got no power. Need power to tune.
Yeah, we need powered up.
Now it's sinking. What do you want to do? Yeah, I moved my Terminator X monitoring stuff off the front so we don't have to mess with all that.
What are you on right now, though? Nothing. Go ahead. Get out of here first.
So the tune went really rich right there because we haven't started on the temperature enrichment portion of it now that we've got it running right.
Target.
Yeah, temperature enrichment.
I'm looking for it. I'll get there in a second. Alright, yeah, you're way too high. Okay, what's the temp right now?
67.
67 degrees, so we're in that 60-degree thing here. Alright.
So right now he's changing the temperature coolant temp enrichment because it was really rich on the startup and didn't want to run. It was flooding the motor.
I put in, I forgot about the negative.
What, you added fuel?
Yeah, I added fuel. There we go. All right, I want to start there because I want to, I'm going to take this one too. I'm going to take them all down to start with.
A lot of boring math later.
Okay, so let's, oh, okay, you can look there, I guess, see what you're running. 14.2.
No, that's battery heating. Still really rich.
No, not really rich. 12.9, 13, 14.0, 14.2. That's not bad. It was rich because you were running rich, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hadn't cleared it out of the intake yet. 3%. I know what happened. You didn't move the TPS switch though, right?
The TPS auto reset.
So you did move it. That's what's happening to me. You were at 30% leaving.
All I did was move the throttle cable.
If you hit auto reset, it's going to reset the scan.
Well, it should be, the range should still be the same on your deal though.
What I'm saying is, I don't know if I'm on the same place as the throttle blade now. You're at 11% right there. Before that was when we were going down the road.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now we're going to be fat because I'm in all these tunes that are way richer. You changed the entire line. You with me?
Yeah. So basically what happened is I reset the TPS, or not the TPS, I moved the throttle cable because we were only getting 88% throttle before, and then I did a TPS auto reset, and it moved the fuel map around.
Yeah.
So Dale's going to have to go in and adjust that to make up for what I just messed up.
You done messed up, AA.
I'd say whatever the TPS is at, don't touch it because
Let's go.
Whoa, no touchy. No touchy.
anything you do to me now is just going to mess up my whole graph.
I don't know about you guys, but the cost of driving a hot rod's gotten expensive.
It's going up, isn't it?
Even on ethanol. Anybody that's out of state, we're at $279.90. Well, actually, it's $289, but I get a fuel discount at come and go. But $289.99 for ethanol, $363 for 87. So driving hot rods gets expensive.
What's the temperature right now?
136.
I want to go to this startup enrichment and see what you're showing me we're doing here. Startup. I'm just going to take some out. Hold on, way too rich, right?
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
137. So what happened here basically is the on the startup at this temperature, the tune is way too rich. So we have to go in at that specific temperature and pull fuel out of it.
Wait 2 seconds.
No, you don't have to wait for that.
That said you did. Okay, go ahead. Better. From now on, whatever percentage we got's where we're at, and we'll set it for that. I kind of like this because you give it more resolution down low.
In my throttle range?
Yeah, I can adjust better for lower resolution. Before, you were opening up quite a bit of air, and you were all right in one little pile.
Yeah.
Now you've lengthened that out.
Yeah.
So save that, and then I want to watch the playback.
Did you send it?
Yeah, hit send already.
Kill the battery and get back around and see Ready? I'm doing a fuel conversion here to figure out horsepower. So you take pounds per hour.
What in the world is that?
That's the overlay data log for the base system flow. That's our throttle.
That's our pass.
Well, that's
our pass.
Yeah. So there's the main, or right there. It went and then pulled
That's
all the way.
all the way through here. So at that point, I've got to raise it a bunch.
There's two.
So
at 33% for E85, if you do the math, it's 406 pounds per hour, which is 812 horsepower. So that's what the motor made just then, was 812 horsepower.
147. Yeah, after this we can go back and I can do a few things in the house where I can look at everything.
Yeah.
Make a few adjustments. I just want to get it where you can floor it without worrying about going dead lean.
Yeah.
Let that vehicle go by.
Ready?
Yeah. That wasn't bad. 15.0 we hit, but it was in, you know, it went a little lean.
I shifted it about, whenever I heard it cut up a little bit, I
Yeah.
shifted.
We're getting there now. That was a lot better.
That was like 6,600, 68, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so whenever you want to pull over, check the. You might want to get back to the house.
You want to do one more, then go
Yeah,
back
you
to the
can do
house?
that. I don't know if I do it in front of the cop's house or not.
Yeah, you probably
Just
good.
idle along by
It's pretty
there.
quiet. Hey, let's go tear up that truck real quick. There's old C10, not the square body C10, but the older style. Cruising that way, short bed, sound good.
Yeah, them just want police.
Ain't nobody there though. Yeah, same spot.
14.7. I mean, you went lean, but it never hit 15. So we're going the right direction. I give it 75 pounds.
It must just be steaming up there at 6,500 plus. It's trying to rip all the way to whatever we're pulling at.
That
till it
felt a lot
leans out.
better.
I might pull some plugs when we get back to the house.
Yeah, I'd look at them.
So we're gonna head back to the house because we've leaned it out a couple times, had it back pop. I want to check all the plugs and make sure we didn't burn a plug, which I highly doubt it did, but it's just worth looking at. I know you guys can't tell from the video, but this thing's actually pulling really hard. And it's no light car. It's probably 4,600 pounds with me and Dale in it right now. I know. It'd be about 4,300 pounds with me and Dale in it. I'm over here trying to say Dale weighs 600 pounds.
Yeah, not quite that much.
How dare you!
I know it's kind of hard to see here, but this is the data log chart. It's TPS and everything. You said, what was it, Dale? So fuel flow.
664.
Yeah, fuel flow is 662.1 pounds an hour, and it was at 16.1 air fuel. So super lean. It still commanding a bunch of fuel, and I mean it's hard charging all the way till it leans out, so it's not going to quit. Going in for round 2. I made a fuel pressure adjustment, and I think that's about it. Dale's adjusting the tune as we drive now.
Yeah, let's just. I mean, I lowered it, but I'm afraid now I may have to lower it a lot more.
I think you should have pulled like 30% out.
Think?
Well, I mean, how much is?
How much kill it then? Get just your can.
How much is 1%?
I did 8%. What is the difference in 800? What did you say before that? 60 or something? You said your fuel deal in here said you were at 800 and you were at 700.
Talking about fuel horsepower?
Yeah, you went about 8%. That was the difference. About 8%. Because it was 800 and 700. So I mean, you went up about 8%.
Yeah.
700 times 8%.
Right.
I think it's pretty close. 7, 8 is 56. I might have should have went a little lower. But we were lean all the time before.
Well, if we're lean now, we know we did something. So.
Yeah, and if it's not, I'll just drop out another big old square. Try to bring it up on RPM at your lower piece here, and then cram into it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Like just kind of roll
Try not to, yeah. Try not to go way low when you mash it.
get it rolling.
Yeah, get up some RPM before you cram into it.
Ready?
Hold on. Get it. Oh, we're at 10 still.
It was a
What
nice
RPM?
It was immediately when I hit it, so 4,600.
Okay, alright. But at least now we should be able to make this thing run. You know what?
We can
Stop. It ain't, I'm way off base. We're not chasing right now the fact that you turned it up to 60. We're chasing the fact that you finally got all your injectors working.
Yeah.
You're at 25%. All the injectors come on, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
wide
what's
open.
flooding us.
Yep. Now we're getting.
We're getting your injectors.
So what that is?
You're running on 2 barrels the whole time.
The reason why I didn't understand that is because normally that's called power enrichment.
Yeah.
EFI. Power enrichment is where your secondary fuel chart comes in.
Right.
And that's what we're fighting now that I put it at 25.
Yeah, so we may need it at 40% or something. It might be coming down too early, but we'll check it out.
Well, not really.
Okay.
If you think about it, you know, even if I'm going from a launch, if I whack it, it's going to be down there low.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're fighting. We're gonna have to write down some permanent things though, and not change them, or we're gonna get ourselves in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. Nope. Way too rich.
Still 10.
Instantly. Try to pull it into.
With a 12.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta take out fuel. I'm excited, man. I just get moving and nail it so I can make a change really fast. That was 12.5. It was working. You got rev control on?
7,500.
Almost sounded like more like a rev control than did it missing.
It might have been popping.
We're in a ballpark. No, it couldn't have. Well, it could, but you were at 12 something through there.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah. 10. We're still a little rich. You were at 12 a while ago. I don't understand the difference.
Might have been rolling a little bit better.
I gotta take some more fuel out of it. What would that do?
Try second gear.
Yeah, there it took it. We're still fat. Is what it is.
Too much on the head on low gear.
Okay. He's running.
Yeah.
13.2,
Oh, good.
man.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
He was screaming right there. We're in the ballpark now. I got some changing to do, but I should have it recorded.
Cutting up into high RPM, you think I'm
Yeah.
running out of ignition?
You're running out of something. Yeah, maybe ignition.
We'll look at the ignition ramp on the next one.
But yeah, that felt a lot better.
Yeah, that felt solid. Just save that down longer quick.
I got the wheel. You're all right.
I just got to pull it this side.
Okay.
That test 4.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we're new to the Holley EFI stuff, and I didn't realize that the power enrichment, basically the secondary fueling for the wide open throttle, was considered secondary blades, basically, is what it's looking for. We had them at 90%, so it wasn't giving it any fuel and running off the front 4 injectors and maxing out the injectors. So we made the adjustment, and now we're at 9 air fuel, just maxing out the air fuel gauge. So we fixed that, and as you see in that last video, we actually got it to make a somewhat full.
All right, guys, round 3.
Round 3.
3rd time's a charm.
We're getting somewhere.
That's going to be all for this video. This is going to be a 2-part or more. We have to, there's a lot in the tune that we got to go over. I need to run the valves and put new plugs in it to kind of help clean it up. We got it really rich there for a bit. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.